see a black man and one man, I think of strength, black empowerment we have within, building community development. Let's continue to build our own. Let's continue to stay strong. Motivation, no matter the hate, no stopping. You just go. Listen up to Quan, John, and Queen P for giving us a voice. Speak up for what's yours and yell and make that noise. We are kings and we are queens. Melanated royalty, just getting started. Loving self and knowledge. Stack that wealth. Motivational motives, y'all.
As a naturalist, you know what I mean, that really monitors what goes into his body. You know what I mean? How do you specifically feel about the COVID-19 vaccine? You understand? Are you, and I wouldn't ask you if you're vaccinated or not. I just want to ask, how do you feel about, because I've heard a lot of people, and it's kind of crazy, I've heard people say, hey, I'm not really with the vaccine, but they go to McDonald's. Right? You don't know what the hell is in that damn Big Mac, man. You don't know what's in that Big Mac. So come on, man. Right? Am I right, Shia? Come on. Right? They have McDonald's, but they're opposed to the vaccine. Yo, if you're gonna be opposed to the vaccine, please stop eating out. My opinion.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Go ahead, my brother.
I mean, listen, you couldn't have said it better. Yeah, because if you're concerned about your health, you should be concerned all around about your health.
All around, man.
All around about your health, you know?
For real.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you said, you want to be a plant-based and eat vegan, then you have on snakeskin shoes. You know what's going on?
How? What's going on, brother?
So,
that makes no sense.
I like to be all around healthy. So with the vaccine, it's very simple. I don't know what's in it.
Right.
So I don't want to put something for the same reason that I don't like to eat out, because I don't know what's in the food. It's the same reason I personally don't want to take the vaccine. I just don't know what's in it.
Right.
I have to trust the government. Which shouldn't be, okay.
That's an oxymoron, right? I trust the government.
Do the right thing. I have to trust them to do the right thing. That's a lot of trust to have.
That's a lot of trust
to do the right thing for their people. Wow.
For their people.
Wow.
Since when?
Since when?
Right? So that's the thing. I don't know what's in it. So because I don't know what's in it, I can't say I'm going to put something in my body permanently that can't be reversed.
That's permanently too.
Sorry.
Cool.
No problem.
Once it's in my body,
I can't get it back out.
That's it.
That's true.
It's in there.
Right.
So that's my reason for hesitating to take that. I don't know what's in it. I didn't make it. Yep.
You know what? I totally I agree with that notion. Because it's like, I just actually lost my train of thought. You said something that actually compelled another train of thought. No, one might, and what you're saying is real, because one might say, if I'm eating right and I'm exercising and I'm living a positive lifestyle, because a lot of people don't understand spirituality and positivity, that's part of your holistic health. You understand? Mm-hmm. If I'm doing all these things, why do I have to take this to protect me from something? Those that are more inclined to, eating, unhealthy or not exercising or have ailments, they should be the ones that's probably inclined to take it, because if they weren't in those categories, they can be on my side and not even take the vaccine, because they're living a healthy lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? So the vaccine is actually for unhealthy Americans. You know what I'm saying? Like I would probably say the people that are the unhealthy you are, you should probably take the vaccine, because I don't know who knows if this is going to even protect you. Maybe it's going to make you more unhealthy. And you're right, Shia. We don't know what's in this damn vaccine, and we put it in our body like we do these fast foods every day. You know what I'm saying? Likely, we even to even put it to another standpoint, we go around negative, unhealthy people. That's unhealthy. You understand? People don't look at what energy does. Energy, it's invisible, but it's a very strong force that can demoralize your life. You understand?
Right.
My question is, okay, so you spent your years in Trinidad and now you're in the US.
As far as your food experience, which one do you desire more? Like, would you rather cook and eat in Trinidad or cook and eat in the U.S.?
Come on. Yeah,
no brainer right there.
Come on, you can't be there. Come on, Trinidad, of course. You know.
But why? Like, what is in Trinidad that you can't get in the U.S.?
Everything. You know, if you think about it, most things from America is imported.
Right.
A lot of things. If you think about all of the tropical fruits, pineapples, mangoes, bananas, Chiquita bananas, all of these things come from a lot of times, you know, South America, the islands. So much items are imported to America.
Right.
So I want to go to the source.
Right.
I want to go to the source.
The source. Right. That's right.
So the source is not America. The source is a lot of these other countries outside of America.
Cut the middleman out.
Get things from. Yep. Exactly. So, and their quality. A lot of these places, they have less pollution, better quality soil. It's just the way it is. It's untouched by man.
Right.
I mean, that's for harvesting it, but the quality is just on point.
Right.
So that has, you know, the best of the world of fruits and produce, and a lot of other countries as well.
Right. I do notice, like, Nigeria is one of those lands that are just blessed because fruits and vegetables grow on their own. Like, you don't have to plant them; they just grow. Like, I went to my husband's village for a wedding recently, and this is where he grew up and where the family lives. So it's the family compound, and you just look around. And my mother-in-law was like, "So that's a guava tree, that's a mango tree, this is a hibiscus tree, or plant." Like, she's just telling me all of these different fruits. One was a coconut tree, like, but they just they grow on their own. Nobody planted that; they just grow there. And so they'll just pluck it from there and do what they do with it. And I was just like, that is amazing. You're not going to get that in the U.S. You're not going to get that.
Not at all.
I was like, wow.
Yo, SHAYAA, as a nutritionist, let's say a parent, man. Let's say a parent of, like, I don't know, 9, 10, 11, 12-year-old, you know, kid. They want their child to, of course, you know, you want your child to be as healthy as possible. You know what I'm saying? And you know most of the foods out here aren't healthy. How do they make the transition with their child becoming a vegan? Or is it even healthy for them to do that at such a young age? You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, what's the alternative? Big Mac?
That's true. Right, you're right. What's the alternative?
So
I agree.
No, absolutely. They do that all the time. If you grow up in, you know, for example, Jamaica, Trinidad, a lot of these islands, where I come from, they're plant-based. A lot of these people are Rastafari. That children are plant-based because the parents are plant-based.
Right.
So it's very healthy. It's very healthy. You just need to have a balanced diet, right? You still got to have your protein, your carbs, and your good fats. Right. But yes, it's very healthy to be a plant-based from a young age, or eat a lot of fruits and vegetables. Yeah.
Cool.
And it starts from young, because if you don't start them off from young, it's going to be harder for them to change when they're much older.
That's right.
To start them from young, number one. And if, for example, you want them to transition, let's say you have a child that's like 12 years old and they are just used to an American diet. Right. I would say it's not too difficult to transition that child to a better diet. You just have to make it fun. Because as that only care about children who are young, they just care about the taste.
That's right.
You know,
it's a taste. That's right. That's true.
Until they're able to really know what's really good for them, like, they just care about taste. Does it taste good? It's a texture good? Right. So if you as a parent can hook up some good food, make it taste good, they'll eat it. That's right. Yeah, they'll eat whatever.
That's right. You said that you wholesale to stores and other businesses, but of course you sell to individuals. Well, my question is, what's your marketing strategy when you wholesale to these businesses? How do you get businesses to buy your products, man?
Well, for me, how do I get businesses to buy my products?
Yeah,
what I've been doing so far, I just literally walk in a store. So
Got
for
you.
example, I'll go to, let's just say, let's say Pathmark or something. I'll just say, hey, I speak to the manager. I'll say, hey, I have this drink here. It's all natural. It's a unique product because there's no other product like it right now.
Right.
And right now the packaging is beautiful. As you can see it, I'll show it to them so they'll see it.
Okay.
And I'll tell them, hey, I think it's going to do really well. And, here, you can take a case of it. You can, see how it sells. And if it sells well, I'll bring back some more. So to be honest with you, it's not, my experience is it's not that difficult to actually get into a store. I just go and speak to the person in charge. I show them the product. Most of them like it. And I give them a sample so that they can take it.
Right.
And I just come back to restock and rinse and repeat. Yeah.
Man.
Funny thing is that none of them have ever asked me where I'm making it. They've never asked. Are you making this in a freaking alley on freaking?
That's the first question I would ask you. If you came, but I'm saying that because because I'm speaking to you. I probably wouldn't if I was like a business owner of a supermarket. But just knowing what I know now from the education that you're giving us right now, I would ask you that, man. They never asked you that?
They never asked. I could have been making this, like I said, in the A train in Far Rockaway or something, right? They didn't ask me, but I know they didn't ask me that because of how I presented myself.
Okay.
I presented myself professional. I showed them the packaging. Everything looked like it came from a factory. So because the appearance was professional, they never had a reason to question me.
Appearance.
Exactly. They never asked any paperwork. Hey, let me see your business. Let me see.
None of that.
They didn't ask for zero so far.
Oh.
Now, zero. Now the bigger chain stores might do that. The bigger chains, like Western Beef and Whole Foods, because they have to. But there's so many other stores that are not big chain stores, and so far none of them have asked me for that at all. None.
That is crazy.
But it's about the image. It's about the appearance.
It's about the image, right? That's right.
You present yourself like a businessman, they'll see you as a businessman.
Right.
So you got to present yourself accordingly.
And you know what? And that's how these unhealthy food companies, they get us to buy it too, by doing that. You understand? They do the same thing. They use that same logic, what you said, to get us to buy their unhealthy foods. And we fall into it and we buy it.